those who don't know what happened, um, for those who don't know what happened, it's raining out here, and we just got hit with
Oh,
a whole power outage. Power just died
oh no.
in the middle of the stream, folks. So there's some things you just cannot plan for.
It happens.
And there you go. That is actually what happens.
That's real.
So because everything, I mean, that's the whole thing, is everything just shuts off. I don't even get an option of saying, let me try again or change to a backup. That was that was unplanned, folks. So yes, that was yes, power just came back. I mean, and
Yeah.
literally everything just went off in the house for a few minutes. Like I'm just sitting there talking, and all of a sudden I just said, poof, and everything went dark, and I was like, oh, what is going on? And then I was like, oh my god, I was fixing to get my phone and start texting you, like I don't have any power. Um, I was like trying to pull up my scheduling tool on my phone because I have it in your number now. It's going to text you and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm out of power. I don't."
Look, this is funny because my husband literally just today, I just got, because my birthday's coming up, my husband bought me a backup battery. Like, yeah, he bought me this huge backup battery for the house because he's like, hey, you're going to need this for your stuff. And I kind of was a little irritated. Let me be honest, because I was like, that's not a birthday gift for me. That's a birthday gift for the house.
Else.
But now you just made me see.
Exactly. So
I'll send him a note and tell
there
him
you go.
thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. So no power, no stream, no anything. So I could. I mean, I was hoping I wasn't going to have to like reboot the Mac. Everything
Yeah.
just turned back on, luckily, and all I did was log back in and then get back into Ecamm. Um, but wow, I've been streaming now for 3 years, almost 3.5 years. I've never had that happen, and I've been streaming during rainstorms, and hope, like, crossing fingers like that wouldn't happen.
Yep.
But this is a first, folks. So you're experiencing, you guys are getting a first. And there you go. There you look,
Okay, let me look at the
Yasmin.
one he got me, Yasmin, because it might be it.
Yeah. So it powers laptops. That would be nice. So even if you're like, that would work perfectly. So if you're streaming through your laptop,
Yep.
um, you can still connect and carry on with the show. But like that was like that. I couldn't do anything. But I'm sorry. I was like, oh my gosh! I was like in the middle of a good conversation, and all of a sudden everything just went black. And
I
uh,
thought
you
it
know,
was me. I kept asking my daughter, I'm like, did the Wi-Fi go out?
oh,
What?
no,
Are we connected? Because I'm on Ethernet.
no, it wasn't you. That was me and everything else in there. So everything got cut out. And that's where, there you go. Look, she's so
Yep.
Yasmin she knows, she's been a live streamer and a broadcaster before. So equipment
Yes.
does go out, and this this is what it is, folks. You can't, I can't, we cannot deny
It's
uh,
real.
that this is real. This is what happens. So that's the thing about working with a live stream, guys. You work without a safety net. Just know that.
Yep.
So um, you're gonna get some nights where it's perfect, everything works perfectly well, and then you're gonna get nights
Yeah.
like this, and life throws you a curveball. You just deal with it and keep moving forward. So we're moving forward.
Look, if you take away any lesson, this is what you do. Look, this is all Gabe's fault. You see what Katie said? That's hilarious.
It is. I'll take
Look,
it.
the lesson to take away is that you don't get upset and start throwing a tantrum and pick up the table.
Well,
You just chill and go with it because usually things do work out. I just really
yes.
believe that.
They do, and folks, and that's the whole part about where I wrote about this in a post that I did today. When I did my live stream last night. So I interviewed myself for anybody who didn't check it out. Um, but the whole thing about it was I was just nervous that I would get off as many of the questions that I could, and they would seem pretty seamless. But I wasn't worried about the perfection part about it. I mean, I think this is what
Yeah.
this is for a lot of people who want to get started in doing live streaming. This is the perfect example. Doesn't have to be perfect. Uh,
Yeah.
Things are going to go wrong. You're going to get every audio issues. Guess what? Write it down. It's going to happen to you. Video
Yep.
issues. Write it down. It's going to happen to you. Um, Connectivity issues, whatever that
Hmm.
is, write it down. It's going to happen to you.
Trolls.
Trolls, whatever that is, exactly. Whatever that is, it's going to happen to you. So just realize that. And I
Yeah.
think once you accept it and go, I can move on and be okay with whatever happens, you'll have a good live stream no matter what.
That's right.
And it is, there you go. That's it's a very big misnomer about doing a live stream.
Yeah.
So and you can't. I'm trying to believe me. Okay. Well, since we did have this happen, I guess we can change the tone up a little bit. So, what are some of the things that you like have coached other women who get, since we're talking about live streaming now in this sort of capacity? What are some of the things that you've taught other individuals who have come to you and want to learn how to do this as a business, as something that they want to go do to again either share their journey or go out there and prospect or lead gen or however they want to use live stream? What are some of the things that you kind of walk them through in getting started?
For me, there are, and it just helps me to organize my thoughts and to structure my business a certain way, but I focus on really four pillars.
Mm,
So for me, the first pillar is the confidence, because I think that people feel like you have to, as Yasmin said in here so
yes.
beautifully about the perfection and all
Yeah.
those things, right? And then we also have these record players. Look, I'm
Yes.
coming from an old school record player.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know what a record is, um, record players, we have these repeat sayings and statements in our mind, in our head, that somebody said something about us or labeled us a certain way when we were growing up or even as an adult. And I feel like sometimes those things hold us back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the confidence in getting past that and doing it anyway, getting on camera, regardless of the fact that trolls are real.
Yes.
Not everybody wants you to succeed. I know we tell everybody, everyone wants you to succeed. No, some people really truly do get on your space solely to disrupt the flow, solely to make you feel like you shouldn't be there and you don't belong, but you learn how to get a thicker skin. So the confidence is number one. That's the pillar number one that we work on. Number two is content strategy,
Yes.
because anybody can pick up a phone and get on and start talking on a live stream video. But if you're in business for yourself, you need to be purposeful and intentional. And there should be something of relevance and quality, whether you're entertaining, educating, influencing, inspiring, whatever it may be that you're trying to do, whatever your purpose is, we need to explore what that purpose is and then really kind of lay out, here's some ideas for the topics. So just like I'm telling you my pillars, I work with my clients on creating pillars and themes for their own content. The third thing besides content strategy is consistency systems. Like, how do I create systems that are going to help me stay on point? Because if I don't, if I get off the treadmill and I stop for 3 days, I might not get back on. So,
Mm-hmm.
what is
Mm-hmm.
the space that helps you to really be more consistent? How can we create workflows and, your run of show? How do you order things such that you're more likely to get it done? I tell my kids, if it ain't on the calendar, it don't happen,
Yeah.
right? And they know. They both are old enough
Yes.
to know. They're like, Mom said, put it on the calendar, else it's not going to happen. And so I'm really clear about systems And then the fourth and final thing is conversion. Because again,
Mm-hmm.
this is not a hobby for me and for my clients. It is a business. It is us creating a sustainable space so that we can grow, we can feed our families,
Yes.
right? And we can take some vacations in there too.
Yes.
So conversion of your viewers into a paying, client base. How do you do that?
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to become a client. I don't expect everyone to be for me,
No.
and I'm not for everyone, and that's okay. But who is that space?
Yeah.
And how do you make sure you put the right, how do you position yourself so that you can really convert people into buying into the solutions that you exclusively can share? So those are my four spaces, honestly, Gabe, and I'm
Wow.
really clear about that now, but I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't when I first started.
No.
It took a lot of trial and error.
Hey, and that's the whole part about this is you again, you're going out there and understanding what is going to work and then developing the systems in place, right? That's for me, that's again, I think that's key in
Yeah.
helping all the other ones as well, is the consistency and everything else. When you get those systems in place,
Yeah.
they make your workflow and what you do as a creator so much more simpler.
Yeah.
Once you start learning what those are and you can build those out, then you can rely on it to kind of do the things that you want them to do, to free up time, to free again, and it gives you the clarity of like, hey, what I'm seeing here in front of me, it's not on a calendar, it's not going to work, but I know what feeds into my system and what doesn't. So I don't
Hmm.
even have to worry about it. It doesn't even, I don't even have to look at it to think of it about it going on a calendar. I already know it's not going to work. So I love that you've talked about these things, because for a lot of creators, that's the struggle, is
Yeah.
figuring out those pillars to get from point A to point B, and how to actually navigate what you do, apart from just, again, creating content and turning on the camera. Now, I love it when people do say that. When people say, "Oh, turn on the camera, get started." Yes, please do get started. But then also, it's a developmental journey as well. It's not just
Hmm.
turning on the camera over and over and over and over and over again. Then it's learning how to actually do those things and structure those things, so that if your intention, like you were talking
Yeah.
about, is to monetize, then you know exactly what you need to do. And man, again, folks, you're getting tons of value tonight, and you probably didn't even expect to. And that's the fun part about what I get to do here. Most of the people come here for jokes and stuff. Sometimes, like there's been nights where we just joke around all the time, and then we come here and then you get value, and um, hopefully it's soaking in, because there's a lot of great creators who come here, that are part of this community here. And that's the whole thing, that I want as many people as possible to kind of learn from these conversations, is to take these sort of things away, or connect with the people that do come on here and share these things, and maybe again build towards working with them to collaborate them to get you to where you need to be as a creator. And yes, Kenny,
Kenny is cracking me up.
he has something else, I'll tell you. He has his own language. Um, he has his own dialect. So he's another Texan here too. So I don't know what to say, except, they're here. I can't, they're part of everything. So, um, but yes, I would love, again, we can discuss this even more. Hopefully next time we come back around, we don't have any miscues, but I think, you guys got, extra out of this conversation. So, if you guys want to reach out, I will put in the show notes as where you can reach out to, Miss Tanya Smith, because, man, especially any women creators who are like struggling to, because you do have your academy that's relaunching again in October is,
Yeah. September 26th will reopen the doors. So
yeah.
I'm excited.
So that
Yeah.
gives you a little time, ladies. If any of you out there want to actually, um, participate and reach out and see what she can help you do, I think, there is a really good reason why people would hire somebody like Tanya to help them, bring structure into what they do. Because I'm pretty sure that's the same problem that you have that I've had. Is like, I got all this. How do I funnel this
Yes.
together? How do I actually build it into a funnel? How do I get all this stuff to kind of put all this stuff together that's actually going to help me monetize what I do as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, even as a creator, all this stuff here. So
Yeah.
pretty sure you've gone through and helped a lot of people, and I just want other people to reach out to you who you can help them as well. So thank you so much. Thank you for dealing with the rainstorm. Thank you for all the awesome people. Yes, me and Kenny, all you guys who showed up here this evening. Man, there's just so many. I'm at a loss for words. And Jeremy, you missed
It's fun.
you missed a really great interview, buddy. You can go catch part of the replay. Well, both of them will be on YouTube, so you can catch part one, part two. And you can also learn more about what Tanya does as a creator. She's pretty awesome. So sit tight, Tanya.
Thank
Everybody
you.
else, we will be back tomorrow evening, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. Our guest for the show will be Mr. Chris Bogue. He's going to be talking unfiltered. We're going to see where this conversation goes. Not too sure how we're going to go. I mean, we can talk about his live selling that he does. He's got a course and stuff that he's launching. I don't know if we'll get into that, but he'll be on tomorrow. Hopefully we'll cross our fingers and no rain and no more. I need to get a backup as well. I'm thinking I'm going to look into getting a generator at some point in case anything else happens. So, all right, folks, you guys have been awesome. I do appreciate you every single night. Like I say, you are the lifeblood of what we do here. And without you, none of this is possible. So thank you again, guys, for showing up, being so amazing. Give yourselves pats on the back. You did a wonderful job this evening, guys. You actually added value from the comments in the audience. So hats off to you. I do appreciate it. And other than that, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, have a wonderful evening, and we will talk again tomorrow evening. So until then, be well. Good night, everybody.